She Mei actually posted one post in her Facebook. So she mentioned, I'm really sorry to announce that, to the world that I really love waste management. See, look at her, her enthusiasm. Yeah, that's it. Woo! So, Prof. Ezlin, Prof, right? Yeah, Bernard keeps on telling me his daughter. Okay. So, now it's Prof. So, Bernard and Prof. Ezlin did zero waste back in UKM, when Bernard was in UKM. So, Bernard actually told me, I was looking for somebody from academic side. So, he told me about Prof. Ezlin. So, she said, okay, Prof. Ezlin is the one you are looking for. I go and Google Prof. Ezlin's name. In Elsevier, all the papers extremely amazing. Waste management is the first, and then this and that, all related to waste management. Okay, so yeah, that's academic view. And we are thinking, so what about lifestyle? Waste management, we have actually waste in general, or the nation waste, and then next is commercial waste, She Mei, and we have actually waste from the view of academic, which is Prof. Ezlin. And what about waste as a lifestyle? That's why we are actually thinking, hey, zero waste Malaysia. So I actually tried to approach Ko Sui, but she can't make it. So and then next we were thinking, why not we just get someone from Green Drinks itself, our Green Drinks family itself. So I was trying to approach Po Qian, but she's too humble. She doesn't want to take it. So Po Qian said, okay, I have another candidate for you, Swee Yun. So that's why, and then the first call I made to Swee Yun, I actually want to ask her, zero waste Malaysia, to my view, or to a lot of other people's view, is actually extremist type of kind of thing.
Yeah, extreme.
Yeah, it's too extreme. Then she actually told me that no, zero waste shouldn't be, starts from extremism kind of way. You just do whatever you can. That's what she's going to share today. So yep, let's welcome Dr. Theng for the first sharing. Each speaker should have around 10 to 15 minutes to share. So I'm expecting around 1 hour later is done. And we are going to have a 30 minutes break. So until 7:30 to 8:30 is supposed to be sharing. Matthew will be actually putting a card somewhere. Okay, 5 minutes left, 1 minute left, and time's out. Okay. Look out for the red one. So and then we are going to have a break. Something like just food, networking session, any question you want to ask among yourself, ask the speakers, go ahead. And at 9 o'clock, we are going to have a Q&A session. So the speakers will be actually sitting here, maybe for around 20 minutes. And then I have some announcement, and 9:30 you can go for networking and so on. But remember, this shop closes at 10, so before 10, let's move outside. If you want to continue, just continue outside. Alright, that's about it. So yeah, let's welcome Dr. Theng. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello everyone.
Hello.
I think Simpson, you explained only one thing right about me.
Sorry.
Heavyweight. Because I'm the most heavier in all the speakers, that's for sure. Okay. Actually, I'm quite used to give talk to public, but this is the first time I give a talk in a restaurant. And I'm going to give a rubbish talk in front of you who are eating. So it's really very interesting. So make sure you still have your appetite to eat, okay? In brief, I study waste management. You know, people ask what do you study? I say I study rubbish. I study rubbish from my first degree to PhD degree. I study rubbish from Malaysia to Japan to Germany. So when I walk along the road, I can see any this waste bin I also can open. I will open and take a look. That is what the problem is when you study too deep into waste management. Okay? So the first slide, actually, I'm trying to show you here. I'm people, please, you have to remind me. It's really, you have to wake me up because when you talk rubbish, you won't stop. First slide, I tried to show you here is the beautiful photos in New Zealand. The message here is rubbish can also be very beautiful if you manage it nicely. Okay, isn't it a very nice place? Very nice. These are all the plastic bags with all the rubbish inside.
Wow.
Okay, but Malaysia is doing the other way around. We want to have a lot of bins. I think the local government and BPJ, you can ask Mr. Lee, just distributed several hundred thousands of bins to all the houses. And the houses in Malaysia, when they receive one from the local authority, one not enough, can you give me two please? So if you go to PJ area, you will see a lot of orange colors waste bin, house to house, every house. But not in New Zealand. Also, the place I studied in Japan, you hardly can see a rubbish bin. Okay? I'm going to show you basically a lot of photos. When we talk about waste management, I will show you a lot of photos where you normally don't see. You don't see. Okay? I think most of you, at most, you can see a waste truck, but you never see what kind of waste come up from the truck. This is at the landfill. When the trucks reach the landfill, they will dump everything that is just like this. A lot of waste. Huh? And this is a landfill in Malaysia. This is where we dump our waste in Malaysia. The whole country, I expect now we are generating about 40,000 tons per day. In Kuala Lumpur itself is about 3,000 tons a day, every day. Huh? Okay? And we have about 160 landfills like these in the country. It's open dump. The name is called landfill, but it's not a landfill. It's not sanitary landfill. I will show you the statistic here. This is a government statistic. Some time ago, 176. Now they closed down some of the landfills. I think the updated figures is about 160 now. Okay, you will see here actually more than 90% of the landfills in Malaysia is not sanitary. Not sanitary still is an open dump like I showed you the photos just now. Okay, what happened? Why? I think basically one reason, Malaysian, even the government, not willing to spend and not willing to pay for waste management. Waste is always the least priority. Okay. When we talk about waste to more like a layman, I think first you will think of all these things on the screen here. Okay, your food waste, the newspaper, old newspaper, plastic, and those things that you can see, you generate from your household, from your daily activities. I'm going to show you some other ways that maybe you have never seen. This is still okay. I think you are quite familiar with some brands here. Cloud9, some junk food. This is from the industry. Plastic industry will have a lot of plastic waste. Okay. Then wood industry, metal industry, and so on. Can you guess what is this? Okay, you drink coffee. This is coffee. It's a coffee bean, coffee making factory in Malacca. So all these waste come from our consumption. Okay, we drink coffee, but we don't see how it's manufactured in the factory. I'm going to show you many more. What is this? Tire. When you change the tire in a workshop, do you bring it home? You never. So what happened there? You don't know. So this is what happened. Actually, you will be going somewhere, and you will see how much is it actually. This is not in Malaysia lah. The volume, the amount can be tremendous and so scary. Okay, wow. You can see here. This is in UK. Okay. Okay, there are the other category, e-waste. E-waste is what I say is the dark side of technology. We all use technology and we have new products every day to use. Even as small as a thumb drive is electronic waste. And how much we generate? Also a lot. Wow. You can't imagine how much is that. Okay, I think in Malaysia we estimate about 12 million units every year. Wow. Okay, and construction waste. Oh. Building, when you renovate your house, that is construction waste. You see this guy is my friend from Majlis Perbandaran, Majlis Daerah Hulu Langah. He is the one who is taking care of the illegal dumps in that area. So he told me every year his hair is getting lesser and lesser because a lot of illegal dumps there. And he simply couldn't tangkap lah. He couldn't find who are these people. You know, they can illegal dump anytime, anywhere. Fluorescent lamp. Okay, here we don't see fluorescent lamp, but maybe inside. Okay, fluorescent lamp, as you know, is highly hazardous with mercury inside. Batteries. Okay, car batteries. And this one you have never seen. Scrap engines. Okay. The question here, maybe you will ask, is this a waste or is this a resources? Okay, it's always one argument whether it's a waste or resources. This is in Portland. You can see how it's a very big unit of what they call the factory lot. Few lots actually. They have all these machines, all these like a transformer inside. Then a lot of buyers, a lot of foreign buyers come in and buy whatever they want. Okay, different parts of the car. Also, I think this is very common in Malaysia also, kereta potong. Kereta potong in many countries actually is controlled, well controlled by regulation, but in Malaysia so far is no control. So all these go to kereta, all this Basri bureau, all the scrap metals, and we have agricultural waste. Okay, palm oil, is it related to you? Do you use soap? Do you use any cooking oil?
Yeah.
So because of our consumption, all these are left behind. We don't see, doesn't mean we don't generate this. Okay? What is this?
Rice.
This is rice husk. Anybody not eating rice? Everybody eat rice in Malaysia. This rice husk is in Sentral. My wife kampung there. It's as high as the roof of the factory. So when it's too much, then they just put on the fire and burn it.
Oh.
Because it's too light to transport away from that place. Okay, you can't transport because it's too light. You just hold it and you blow, it's just nothing. So you are not going to transport anyway. What is this? Intestine, you know, okay. This is in a slaughtering house. As long as you are not vegetarian, this is actually because of your consumption. You don't see it, okay, you just don't see it. This is a big slaughtering house in Rawang area. They slaughter 2,000 animals every day. Okay, so they ask us to go in just to see how to solve all this waste problem, how to make use of it. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. Okay, I'm going to skip this one very quickly. Okay, and in general, if you see this, the link between one waste to another, there are too many different categories of waste that we never imagined. There are so many that I have never mentioned about, like medical waste, hazardous waste, even radioactive waste, chemical waste. We have a lot of other different category of waste. Then how much actually we generate in the country? If you see the government figures, they always say about 40,000, 38,000 tons per day. That is only one small part of it. Okay, that is only one small part of it. The other big portion of industrial construction and other waste are not counted. So in reality, this whole thing, based on the research in 2005, now is much more. Yeah, especially construction waste because it's very heavy. Construction waste is very heavy, right? Okay, so this is the World Bank figure. We human generate, how much is that? 1, 2, 3 is 1.3 billion tons. 1.3 billion tons in 2012, and this figure is going to be double by 2025. By 2025, I think the rate could be even faster. Now the question always in Malaysia, when when you have a kind of waste, recyclables or whatever, you just think of I want to sell it. Then people talk about waste to wealth, waste to wealth. I really don't agree waste to wealth concept. Okay, if waste is making money, we don't have waste problem. I will lose my job also. Okay, because waste is still a cost. 5 minutes left or 5 minutes past?
No, 5 minutes left.
Left. Okay. Okay. You see here actually is to show on the right side is the negative value where all the waste have no positive value when you do recycling. Like construction waste, diapers, food waste, all this is very hard to achieve a balance of getting revenue. Okay, on the left side, yes, there are some price for the plastics, metals, papers, and so on. Household e-waste you can see at the both sides. Some making money, like cell phone is okay, still okay, can make money because the content is okay, but not a washing machine, not a refrigerator. Okay, aircon is still okay because the copper is a lot. Okay, but not like a CRT TV, the big, the bulky TV. No, it's not making money. That's why people, very few people really recycle it properly. Okay, this is actually the second part of my presentation. I'll try to show some statistics of food waste in Malaysia because for the past almost 6 years, I did a very detailed study on food waste in Malaysia. Food waste and wasted food is different.
Oh.
Okay, Malaysia we have about 45% of food waste in the composition.
Wow.
Out of this 45%, about 10 to 15% is wasted food. Wasted food means what? Pembaziran makanan. That means you don't finish. Make sure you finish all your food. Okay. Yeah. Wasted food and expired food. I will show you some photos here very quickly because of the time constraint. Okay. This is at the landfill. I walk, I think Malaysia, I told you we have 160 over landfills. I walk almost 50 over landfills. I walk on the top of it throughout the whole country. Okay, this is the market, pasar. I go to the market not to buy vegetables, but I normally go there after their operation. I want to see how they manage. So this is what often I see. They throw away a lot of vegetables. Is it not good? This is in the waste bin. This is in the waste bin. Okay.
Still good.
This is also in the waste bin.
Wow, still nice.
Okay. Cannot eat. This one still can eat, right?
Yeah.
Then I asked the hawker, I asked the guy why you're throwing this all away, because it's going to be even worse the next day. Okay, and the shape is a bit awkward. Nobody want to buy. So that is happening here. So it throw a lot of good food every day. Okay, it's the same here. Okay, and this is in Kampa market, big market, Pasar Borong. Okay, this is dump. Okay, so
Nice.
this is what Malaysian, how we waste food. And at the same time, I actually observed some foreign workers. They go into the place and they cook it up. They just pick up whatever they can eat. Okay, and your dining table also. I think today definitely everybody is going to finish everything. I think. Okay. This is just in front of me. When my guests come from China, they order food, and this is so-called already done for dinner, finished. You see all the food left over. And I did a study also. It's so shameful for Chinese wedding dinner. I think you know well. We have 7, 8 dishes. Then last dish will come up with a nasi goreng, some more. Okay. Then you cannot finish and all dump into the waste bin. I've studied this, and 30% of the Chinese wedding dinner go into the waste bin with all the good food, the prawn, vegetables, mushroom or whatever. And this is also very unlucky. The two ladies just sit in front of me. This is during the exhibition of KLCC IGEM. I think you know IGEM, so-called a green technology environmental event. Okay, they sit in the cafeteria in front of me, and this is so-called they have done their lunch. Then what else? I take photo. Okay, this is what they have already finished and left over on the table. At the landfill site, I told you I step on more than 50 landfills in the country. I see a lot of food in the landfill site. On the landfill site, this is potato. Okay. Also on the landfill site, this is dummy. Okay, this is not in Malaysia, but the same thing. This is pasar awam gopeng. You'll see actually a lot of vegetables actually still can be eaten, can be consumed, but they just throw it away. Okay, on the landfill side also, I see a lot of food like this chocolate. I look at the expiry date, yeah, it's expired. Okay, this is the latest one. Actually, I found a banana. I found a banana on the landfill side. It looks good. This is in Seremban landfill. Okay, and you can't see very clear. This is Australian beef. Australian beef. Because happened that when I was on the landfill, there's one truck came from a hypermarket. So whatever left over or they cannot sell, they just dump everything there. Okay. Actually, I have 2 more minutes. I just show you very quickly another issue or waste management that you have never seen at the landfill side. Scavengers. Okay. This is scavengers where they are looking for recyclables at the landfill where they want to sell for money. This is in Manila. Manila Bay. My friend from Philippines, she knows I love rubbish. So she asked me to go for a dinner one day. I thought, wow, good lah, romantic dinner. But she brought me somewhere like this because she said, I want to show you the rubbish in this Manila Bay. Okay, that's where you can see a lot of child scavengers, where all the children, they don't go to school. And this is very common still today in countries like Cambodia, Laos, even Thailand, Indonesia, India. It's very common. Okay, you see the children is like between 4 to 7, 8 years old. They all every day walk on the landfill side. And this small girl, I think she was 4 or 5 years old, I remember. So she just pick up whatever. They are all well trained. They know what is valuable. So do you think this only happen in overseas country, not in Malaysia? No, I will show you. This is in Malaysia. This is in Malaysia, in Bukit Beruntung landfill. I was there with the staff reporter with Shin Bao. you're all surprised why this can happen in Malaysia. Also, a lot of kids, a lot of children there, they don't go to school, but they pick up rubbish there every day. Okay, then when I talk to them, why you don't go to school, they just want freedom, and the parents don't care. Okay? And actually, on the downside is a time bomb. It's very dangerous. This happened in Philippines before, when after a heavy rain, the landfill collapsed. So you see the report here, 31 person buried alive, but in reality, I heard 200 over people actually buried alive, and you will never get them back. They are going to degrade naturally there. You cannot find the body. Okay, this is the last, I think this is the last slide. Okay, 1 minute. Last slide. Just I want to show you my experience of waste management in Malaysia. Since 1970s, Malaysia started to look into waste management that time because of hygiene problem. Hygiene problem, I'm not that old yet during that time. Okay, hygiene problem, then they start to look into that. Then 1970, they start to come up with the EQA, Environmental Quality Act. Then along the way, you see Malaysia try to look into more details things like we have a 3R, reduce, reuse, recycling things coming out, and then we have a landfill guideline. We even have a strategic plan, waste management plan, and we have a guideline for sanitary landfill, and slowly come towards the future. I believe we are looking into more details. Like now, my job, actually my career is the consultant. I'm working with foreign government on developing this kind of document for the country. But country, whether they adopt and implement it is a different issue. Okay, but we have prepared strategic plan, we have prepared master plan, food waste strategic plan, all for the government, which is towards the future of after 2020, you will see the country actually is more focusing on specific, right? Like now I'm looking at one specific issue of diapers, disposable diapers. Everybody use diapers?
Yeah.
And the composition of diapers in our waste stream has increased from 12% to 15%. Okay? Because one baby uses 7-8 pieces per day.
Huh?
And we,
7,
7 or 8 pieces per day easily. Especially within 30 months, they are not able to go to toilet, right? So I have some figures I'm not going to show you. I think Malaysians spend about 40 billion pieces per year, something like that. 4 billion or 4 billion, yeah, something like that. Okay, I think that's it. I have spent 17 minutes. Okay.
I do for you. Make your speech. Cannot.
Thank you very much, Dr. Theng, and
Here's the
yeah, I mean thanks a lot for the the rubbish pictures when we are eating.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, next speaker is She Mei. So yeah, She Mei will, Dr. Theng has actually shared about waste in general. So She Mei will be talking about waste in commercial angle. Commercial waste angle, sorry.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How's everyone feeling?
Okay
Girl,
lah.
after knowing all the statistics from Dr. Theng, are you feeling heavy? Are you feeling sad and unsure where are we heading to in waste management? Yeah, I've not finished my food because it's very salty. So today I'm going to share with you some of the stories that I encountered throughout my time working as a private waste contractor, or if I can say waste manager. So on my day-to-day basis, I'm helping companies to manage their solid waste. So imagine shopping centers. I believe everyone has been to a shopping center. Yes? And yeah, obviously this is a shopping center. And what kind of waste do you find in the shopping center? Have you ever go to the rubbish bin and see what is inside, just like what Dr. Theng will normally do? What do you normally throw in, Yes, packaging. Anyone here likes tea leaf or cha thai? You like the bubble tea, pure milk tea, right? What happened after you finish the drink? You dispose into the bin. But what happens after you dispose into the bin? What happens to the particular packaging that you dispose or the plastic containers?
Don't know.
Do you have any idea?
No.
No? No idea?
It's not
Sorry?
like music. It doesn't matter.
Goes into the ocean, potentially. Any other guess? Landfill, yeah. Potentially, but may not be the case.
Burn.
Burn, not so sure in Malaysia. Any other smart guess?
Recycling.
Yeah, recycling, yes. So if I may bring you through what I see in my day-to-day work is normally it ends up in landfill, but my company helps any shopping centers or any commercial buildings that wants a better solution than letting their waste into the landfill. So what we provide to the company, to our clients is mainly we help them to separate their waste, and then we transport it to the recyclers, if not to the landfill, if it's not recyclable. So this is very, very crucial for everyone to be conscious about. As an individual, you know that you should recycle, but as a corporation or a building, or if you are part of the management, have you ever thought about the waste generated in the building and what you are doing to it? So besides your daily lifestyle, you said you will practice recycling in a building or in a corporation, you can also do the same. So fortunately, I'm proud to say that my company, which called High-Tech Waste Management, a medium-sized company, is providing such service where in order to help our clients to extract the most recyclables from their waste and actually to generate income from the recyclables, we deploy a team of people to do on-site separations to extract as much recyclable as possible and separate them into different categories, which all of you are familiar with, such as cardboard, plastics, metal, wood, and general waste. These 5 categories. So imagine this kind of large bin. In a layman term, it's roll-on and roll-off bin, or also known as open-top container bin. It's a 8-meter wide long bin and 4-meter wide bin. So we separate different type of cardboard, plastic, metal, wood, and whatsoever into each different type of bins. And we actually provide a transportation service to respective recyclers. And this, besides that, for companies which are interested to actually extract organic waste away from their waste and try to recover it or prevent it from landfill, we are also able to provide that kind of service. Because for our standpoint, or personally for me, if our client engages for such service, our aim is always to help them recycle as much as possible. So whenever there's a solution to how we can recover or prevent waste from going to landfill, we'll definitely do it. But in Malaysia, definitely we face certain challenges. For example, if we have the facility to treat organic waste or food waste, this one we are uncertain yet. Maybe Dr. Theng has some answers. We can ask him later. And definitely we have solutions for cardboard, plastic, metals, wood and whatsoever, because these are generally being recycled in Malaysia. But for your information, I'm not sure if you have seen this photo or this kind of place before. This is actually in a recycler depot where they collect all the cardboards, which is what we normally send all the cardboards to. And they normally consolidate all the cardboards into a bale form, which is like a block of 1 ton in weight. So they are not recycler, for your information. They are just a consolidator of recyclables. And then in a large quantity, they send out to a proper facility that actually process it into a new raw material. So just for the benefit of laymen, whenever you see this, don't say that you are recycling. Actually, even when your waste enter here, probably there are certain things that they filter or they screen that they are not accepting it for recycling, and then it may not be recycled. So speaking of identifying what can be recycled, this is always tricky to a lot of laymen because we have produced too much of things in our life that we are complicating on how to actually distinguish if this can be recycled or not. So today I'm just going to do a short activity to probably if anyone can tell me if this type of plastic can be recycled? No? Anyone wants to, maybe you can pass around, touch the plastic and let me know if this can be recycled.
Yes.
And I have another plastic samples that you can pass around and feel. Not for you to lick.
This one can.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. So I'm distributing two types of plastics for you guys to feel and let me know which one can actually be recycled. Or probably I shouldn't even say recycle. It's whether the recycler willing to accept it to be processed into new material. I'll explain more after everyone touches the plastics. Alright, maybe you guys can give me a show of hand if the clear plastics can be recycled, the clear one without any red prints. Can be recycled?
Can.
Okay, what about the plastic with the red marks? Can be recycled?
Maybe can. Maybe can.
Can be recycled.
Okay.
Malaysian companies will take.
Yeah, yes, almost close answer. Okay, so basically this one is actually a shopping bag of a retail company and it's made of recycled plastic. So when I went to the plastic processor, I asked if they can accept this. He first asked me how many kg or ton you have. And I said I only have like 10, 20 kgs. It's just like 5, 10 bags, packet bags of these plastic bags. They said, no, I'm not gonna take this. And the second plastic that I show him, this one, it's actually called polyethylene films, PE films. And he said, yeah, we can accept this. This is very, very valuable. It can be processed into new plastics and it's very, very marketable, high in value in the market. So it gives me an insight that actually he can also take this, but the problem that he will face is when he processes this plastic into a new raw materials, no one actually will purchase the raw material to process the new plastic because the quality of plastic will be definitely even lower than this one. Will be even worse, or maybe you cannot even put an apple, it will just tear off. But this one, polyethylene films, is actually a good one because it's very, very stretchable and then it's transparent. So anything in your life, any plastic that you see which is transparent and has got such kind of texture or feeling, it's recyclable and yeah, it's easily recyclable because of the better market opportunity for this plastic to live on. Yeah. So that's why I need to re-emphasize again that the knowledge of identifying what can be recycled and not is getting more complex, but it's also crucial for everyone to know what is it, but I'm not sure how our government is going to educate us on that. It probably is going to take another 10 years. And if today you are impacted by this talk, or as an individual you are keen with ensuring the waste in your company or in the building that you are working in is being managed properly, potentially you can engage maybe not just our company, but other contractors or other private contractors that can really do it for you. So just to distinguish a little bit about high-tech waste management versus other contractors. So like what Dr. Theng said, every day he sees there's a lot of type of waste in landfill and around the world in Malaysia and the whole world actually. So when he has got such insights, or let's say if he met with some corporates or companies that require help, he definitely will provide consultancy, solutions, ideas and whatnot. But in the end, the company will have to engage someone to actually manage their waste. So that's how my company actually comes in to manage commercial waste and also industrial waste, certain type of industrial waste. So I hope everyone get what commercial waste means. The closest you can imagine is actually shopping center because this is where the commerce activity happens. And yeah, this is what we mainly does. So going back to Simpson's earlier introduction about me, yeah, actually I'm not very experienced in the company that I'm working with. It's not even a year yet, but I've been passionate on waste management issues for the past 15 years. Ever since I started reading newspaper, and I realized there are so many issues about environment and how can I actually take actions to make a change. So at the age of 17, after I finished my SPM, I decided that I must pursue environmental science because that's the closest I can get to gaining knowledge about environmental management. And yeah, I'm happy that now I'm in this company and I'm always empowered to see more changes in Malaysia's corporation and companies and I hope that they can really implement a very good waste management for themselves. And yes, Dr. Theng said we shouldn't perceive recyclables as money generating, but unfortunately this is how most of the companies are looking at. They really want to see how they can gain money or at least not to spend too much in waste management. To them, waste is literally waste. It's nothing, it has got no value to them. They just want to use the cheapest money, the cheapest budget they can to solve this. So that's why a lot of issues is actually happening in this industry, especially whether we are disposing waste in a correct method, whether all our waste actually goes to landfill or illegal dump site. There's actually very big difference between these two. And for the benefits of the common people here, I'm not sure how many of you know what is landfill actually. Landfill, everyone knows what a landfill? Yeah, no? Dump site? Okay, so landfill is a proper designated space for you to dump your rubbish, whereby there's a treatment system for you to prevent all the leachates from your rubbish from being polluted to the water streams, and also all the emissions from the rubbish that you throw into the air. There's a proper treatment to at least reduce the impact to the environment. But an illegal dump site in Malaysia has got nothing on that. It's just a big hole where you bury all your waste with the soil, and that's about it. Alright, without further ado, I'll pass back the mic to Simpson and let another speaker enlighten us on the academic side on waste management. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you very much, Tan She Mei. And yeah, waste is just waste. In fact, the Gray Factory, we have been doing this in the Gray Factory for the third time right now. So what happened, the change we have seen in the Gray Factory itself. Do you see, when you order your drinks, do you see that there's no straw in it?
There's a straw?
There's one straw. Guilty. Okay, right. So what happened is the Gray Factory owner, they have actually changed, they have actually promoted no straw, except if it's requested, or I think they have put it on the table itself. So, they have tried to go less waste or try to go, without waste. And they have actually tried to segregate their waste and send for recycling and stuff. And they themselves find it pretty hard to do it in a commercial area itself. So yeah, that's one issue that is happening right now. So okay, I'm going to pass the mic to Prof. Ezlin from UCAM. Right.
Very good evening to everyone, and peace be upon you all. Okay, as I've already been introduced by Simpson, I'm Prof. Noor Ezlin. I'm from UKM, right? Okay, so I've been looking around in Malaysia, in UKM, and one reason, one problem is regarding waste. Yeah? So what we can see, another in landfill. This is one of the landfill sites that actually can be seen various types of waste being dumped in this area. Also at the riversides, we can see environmental impact from waste. Yeah. And then social impact because of the scenery is not very nice looking. Yeah. So what we see is that everywhere, some places there will be waste being dumped. Yeah. Okay. Then we are talking about health impact. We have dengue fever due to I think it's the other way around. There's mosquitoes due to dengue fever, flies, yeah, and then rats that can cause lepto. Yeah? So being a lecturer, I'm involved about 20 years in teaching and doing research on waste. I'm always thinking, how do I change Malaysia waste management? Yeah? I'm only one person. I cannot change the whole Malaysia. So what I can do is that I want to change being a lecturer from teaching into practice. I want to do from research into action. So I need to be more proactive. So we have few lecturers and also professors in waste. What we have started, yes, we start with research and we do actions from there. Yeah? Okay, we have to know what kind of waste that we produce. So this was a long time ago actually. Maybe Bernard was there before. In 2009, we have to make a waste composition study. We have to know what we have at UKM. Yeah, so we make according to standard procedure. Yeah, and this was and finally we will get the composition of waste, and we know almost 50%, like Dr. Theng said, food waste and organic waste is one of the most waste generated from Malaysia. Yeah, others will be like diapers. Yeah, as mentioned, it's increasing, plastics and others. Yeah. Okay, so what we should do at UKM? Yeah. First thing, of course, we have to look at the waste hierarchy. Yeah? It was like guidelines for us. We have to try to reduce the amount of waste that we produce. Okay, what we can do is reducing plastic bags usage. Then we can use recycled plastic. We are not using polystyrene at cafeteria UKM. I think Bernard was involved in the Tapau Mania a long time ago. And also we need to provide alternatives. So we have done that. Our second action is some of the waste, such as glass, it cannot be recycled because actually doesn't have value. So what we can do, we have to upcycle it. So we are doing it with students. We have some courses that actually promote creativity. So these are they can do to reuse certain types of waste in order not to be disposed to landfill. Okay, next, okay, of course, recycle. Yeah, it's different from reuse. Yeah, it's recycle that you have to send to manufacturer. Yeah, so there are a few things that you can recycle, but actually glass can be recycled to other places, but not here in KL area. Yeah. Okay, aluminium, paper, plastics. Yeah. So for recycling, actually we started from research grants that we obtained. Yeah. We are actually research universities that we want to change. How to solve waste problems. So from research grant, we actually provided recycling center at UKM. Yeah, we construct recycling center, and this is actually display area and also for storage of recyclable materials. Okay, so we work together also with Coca-Cola company that they actually provide some little grant, and we actually made into a display area for that. Okay, what else we can do? Okay, we provide brochure to increase awareness about our recycling center. Okay, we also have Facebook on that. Yeah, so actually community around Bandar Baru Bangi, around UKM in Bandar Baru Bangi, Kajang area, actually some of them send their recyclable items to our recycling center. Okay, other initiative, we also have a very large recyclable bag, yeah? Also boxes that we can actually recycle, papers, and then a small booklet for Gaya Hidup Lestari, yeah? Sustainable lifestyle. Okay, and we provide also recycled bins at that time. Yeah, started in 2009. Actually, we also have the Department of Services and Maintenance, UKM. We work together with them, and together we do collection in various locations, faculties. Yeah, so we do that. We have to do something on that, so we provide a lorry for that. Yeah, and then at the end of semesters, we do collections of papers, yeah, from students who doesn't need them anymore, so they just sell it to us. And we also try to get waste recyclable materials from the community, meaning that when they call us, so we can go to their places and then we collect recyclable items from them. Okay, that's what we can do until now. Okay, the next thing is that we are thinking about organic waste, because UKM is actually, there's a lot of trees, yeah, landscape, yeah. So we have to provide recycling composting center